Hey. So I am gonna play Role Player Adventures, which is a big box. And I dropped my phone. That's a good start. Alright, so I'm up to Adventure 9, the Golan Koloss. There's this one, Adventure 10, and then the finale, which is a big... I've only done it once or twice before. Twice, I think. It's a big boss fight kind of thing that ties everything together. It's fairly thick. It's not the thickest of them, but fairly thick. Anyway, let's get to the game. Alright, so this is, I think I've got enough room for everything. I could be wrong, but I think so. Off to the side here, which you can't see, I've got all the cards and the tokens and everything, but this is the gameplay part of it that you need to know about. Alright, so I've got... maybe I could have zoomed in further on that. Anyway, so this is me. I'm a female Wrathborn. It's got the male on the other side. I'm a paladin, which gives me the power of... I can fill my strength and my wisdom, which is red and yellow. I can refill them at some time when I need to. All of them are strength 3. All of them are strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. All of them are 3 at the moment. I've built them up slowly. I think I started with strength and constitution or dexterity. I can't remember now. But I built them up. Because I'm playing by myself, you kind of have to get a bit of everything. But if you're playing with people, you know, one character really good strength and then another one really good wisdom, and that kind of thing. My health is 31. Started at about 21, I think. So I've built that up. And this is my fatigue area. I'll explain that when we get to that. And then this is my hand of cards, my deck, which again I've built up as we've gone. It's pretty thick now. So I've got them sorted by type: weapons, armor, traits, skills, scrolls, familiar, which I've got 3 of them, and then various other stuff. Oh, 4 of them. Object, artifacts. This is the random other stuff. Alignment. Lawful good. I got that by playing, because the expansion gives you that, but I've already completed the expansion stuff, so I've got these cards out of it. Lawful good. Red Pearl, which is a artifact and another skill. I don't know why that's not with the other skills, so I'm going to fix that. Alright, and then if I go here is my campaign card. This is kind of keeping track of the whole thing. So I'm up to Adventure 9. I've died 4 times. If I die 10, that's game over. But I've only got 3 more missions. I should be able to get there without dying. I've got 2 experience. I've got 4 coins to buy stuff. This is all the stuff. It kind of keeps track of all the story stuff that I've done. So like Capture of Gimlet. I'll read a couple of them out. Goblin's Inmate. So when I was in prison, I got arrested for assassinating the king, which I didn't actually do because he's still alive, but I had to go to prison for it anyway. So while I was there, I met Vrax the Goblin gang leader of the fighting 87th. Vrax is the skilled leader and a devious strategist, and the surviving members of her battalion follow her to the end. So I made friends with her, so that might come up later. That, you know, if I've met them. King's Company. The king chose to accompany me on a mission of great importance. Like it or not, you had little choice but to follow him. The only thing the king can prove, only the king can prove that he still lives and thus save you from the gallows. Mal's Contempt. Your violence against the Starlit Door has earned you the contempt of Marlowe. Marla. Mola? M-O-W-L-A. Mola. A stealthy buster thief who has sworn her allegiance to the cult. So that's not good. I've pissed her off. Various other things. Vampire's prey. The vampire Yuvan Rokta lurked beneath the streets of Sebek. You found the creature but failed to slay him. The memory of his hypnotic stare haunts you as if the creature stalks you still. So it's that kind of thing. Some of that might come in handy is what I was going to say. That's not the right word. Might be relevant later. Find out. And then we got the three factions. So I'm at 1 with the King's Favour, -2 with the Starlit Door, and -2 with the Dragul, with the dragons. Not really strong with any of them, but that's what we got. Play limit 4, that means I can play 4 cards per turn. Bonus play, I've got these bonus play tokens. I'm going to have 2 of them. Sure, I'll grab now. I've got 2 of them, which will let me play another card in a round if I need to. And I've got 8, my combat level is 8. And that started at 3, I think. So I built that up. And then we got the map, which is the Colossus. We're going to start down here. I can't remember what the goal is. I'll read that when I get in a minute. And that will make sense as we go. And why have I... It's interesting. I need to fix this a bit. That's better. Alright. Anyway, let's go back to the everything. Get all this stuck to my hand, my arm. Alright. Anyway, so I think we're good to go. This is the skill book, that's called. Yep, I'll explain that when we get to it. Alright, so Adventure 9. Garlon Colossus. I hate reading out loud, but I'm going to do it. Alright, an ancient massive automaton sits lifeless in Gurlung Bay, just as it has for centuries. The secret of an interplanar traveller lies within this rusty hulk. Get the Colossus working again and drive it to Afril, plane of knowledge, and seek the immortal Knight of Nalos. Weird creatures from other planes stalk the passages and ladder ways of the Colossus. Hidden within are the history and secrets of Gulpux the Crafter, who built this marvel and assembled the construct race. Nalos the Dragul, and the Starlit Door have an interest in this automation, and seek the Immortal Knight. A battle already rages at Brizor, while whoever returns with the Knight will surely win the day. Alright, so that's the story. Hopefully I didn't fumble that too much and you caught on. Alright, so place that. Now it's a bunch of instructions. Place that in the middle of the map. Place some experience on each location. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place any title cards there. Place bonus play tokens. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, they would start there. Not where I put them. Place 3 favors on the favor tracks. Done that. If you are infected, I'm not, so I can ignore that. And it will tell me here if I was infected. Character sheets. Alright. Place each player's character cards in their hand space. Put their class card there. Fill the attribute rows. Alright, encounter tokens. Place 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4. Can you see those? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. To create a pool, put them face down and randomize them. Alright, so that's bit. Put these. There's only 3. Normally there's 4 spaces to put them on, but this one is only 3, so put the other one off to the side because I don't remember if I need it. Leave the remaining token face down for later use. Okay. And this one, special rules for this level. Got this sentry token. Find the sentry token and place it on location D, which is there, the antechamber. If you explore a location that has a sentry token on it, follow the action indicator that says if the sentry token is on that location. Okay, the adventure begins. Okay, now we're ready to start. Actually, no, not quite. But we're getting there. Alright. At Cuddy's Landing, you learn that the Immortal Knight is lost in another plane. You learned that the Immortal Knight is lost in another plane. And that the Garlon Colossus can take you to him if you can get it working again. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the Colossus working so we can find the Immortal Knight. You have travelled to Gurlung Bay where the Colossus rests peacefully in the tide waters. Strange sounds reverberate within the giant's metal body. The villagers of Gurlung believe it to be possessed. Okay, to your surprise, an elvish fisherman awaits you with a boat. He introduces himself as Hans Baya and offers you a plank of wood as you step onto his vessel. It's interesting. Normally it tells you how to pronounce stuff. I guess this is B-A-J-A, so I guess it's Baya, not Baja. Normally it would tell you, but whatever. Okay. Welcome aboard, he says, expecting a laugh. When you stare at him blankly, he pushes off, grumbling about your poor sense of humour. As you cross the bay, a small purple rift opens and closes again over the giant's shoulder. It seems the Colossus has attracted visitors from another plane. The side of Baya's skiff? Is that a kind of boat? I don't know. The side of Baya's skiff gently collides with the metal hulk near a large open porthole. Take this with you, he says. Reveal card 71. Discovery card 71. So I've got all these cards over here. I find number 71 up to discoveries. And it's no 72. I wonder why that is. Do I have 72 maybe? Maybe I do. Rare card 72, I don't have discovery card 72. I'm gonna check the other decks to see why 72 isn't there. It should be. There it is, yep. It was in with the titles. Alright, anyway, so 71 is what I want, right? Yes, that's this. Mechanical Sparrow. Was that there? Alright. Coughing outside. Someone's dog was barking earlier. There might be someone out there. Alright, a scrap of parchment in the Sparrow's beak has enormous orders for Baya to row you to the Colossus. I'm glad to be free of it, he says. It's been a great burden to me. Place your party marker on location A. Read entry A. Now we're actually beginning. Okay. If you have the keyword Dreamtime, which oh, that's interesting. Alright. If you have the keyword Dreamtime, which I don't, go to A2. If there's no location on this, no experience on this location, go to A1. There is. Otherwise, cut the experience and keep reading. Cut that. And keep reading. Inside the rusted hulk, it is warm, humid, and dark. Strange metallic sounds echo along narrow corridors. The sunken hull beneath you groans with the shifting pressures of the sea. Okay. Your entry point appears to be an engine room. So that's the engine room, yep. 6 circular gongs resting against 6 crystal shafts full of red sand. Pistons sitting at different heights suggest that the movement of this sand once drove the core mechanisms of the Colossus. At the base of this array, 5 rusty automation sentries lie half buried in a row of fitted impressions on the floor. Their Degolium chest plates are all open, revealing hollowed. Sorry, I'm just hearing things from outside. Hopefully there's no one out there. It's like, what, midnight at the moment? Yeah, it's midnight, there shouldn't be anyone out there. Alright, what was I up to? The Dogurlian chest plates are all open, revealing hollow chambers within. Each sentry, its slot, and its corresponding crystal shaft are painted with numbers 1 through 6. Okay. The slot number 4 is vacant. Its shaft is cracked and empty. The path is angular. The path of angular footprints lead through the red sand across the floor. The corridor ahead branches in 2 directions. The passage to the right smells of old leather. The passage to the left of fresh leaves. If you have Cat Rescuer, go to A3. So that's where I'm looking at these. Do I have Cat Rescuer? I do. Okay, cool. You've rescued a black cat and has begun to follow you from a safe distance. Strangely, it seems neither fully dead nor fully alive. Its spirit exists, its body only to snap back into the flesh. That's right, I do vaguely remember doing that. It's been a little bit since I played this. And that might have been like 3 adventures ago. Alright, so I do have it, so I'll go to A3. A3, okay. The cat you saved from the Ghost Eater. Ghost Eater, that's where I got it from. Oh, that's right, someone was trying to like tame a Ghost Eater and use the cat as bait, and I rescued the cat, but its soul had left. So it's kind of soul's floating in and out of its body. So this cat likes me now. Anyway, the cat you saved from the Ghost Eater in Falandor walks into the Colossus behind you. Its spirit still flickers in and out of its body like a candle's flame. Ignoring you, the cat saunters over to a sleeping sentry, crawls into the open Degolian chamber in its chest and curls up for a nap. The flickering ghost of the sleeping cat gives temporary life to the sentry, who raises its arm and points to a cabinet wall where you find an old piece of armor. When you turn back to the sentry, the cat is nowhere to be seen, nowhere in sight. Reel a random armor card from the deck and add it to one player's hand, then move. Okay, so because I rescued the cat, I get a piece of armor now. So I'll get the armor deck, wherever that is. That's this one. Yeah, so this armor deck, and I get 1 random. And that's because I rescued the cat in the previous adventure. Alright, I got... Wait. Yeah. The leather greaves. Which, hopefully I've got some other leather armor, because the more you've got of the one type, the better they are. No, I don't. I got chain stuff, I don't have any leather stuff. Oh, still good. And why did I close the page? Damn it. Now I'm not gonna... I said to move anyway. So, I can move to there, or I can move to there. Steel lung, or... what did I say? Dragonhide heart. So do I want to go to the lung or the heart? That's the question. I don't know much else is on. We'll go towards the lungs. So we come here, we'll look at this, the 4. So we'll get out the other book. We're on adventure 9, so we go to 9, 4. 9, 4. Oh, okay. Depends on what titles I've got. Do I have Malice Contempt, Malice Spite, Starlit Hope, or Initiate of the Starlit Door. If I have any of them, something's gonna happen. So let's go to M. I do have, no, that's it. Malice Contempt, I do have that. So, I go to 9-6. Probably on the next page. Yes. If the Sentry Token is it's on the adventure map, which it is, roll a die. Alright, so there's heaps of dice in here. 3. Alright. The result of 3 or higher is move the sentry to one location counterclockwise from the okay, so he moves to there. That's where I'm about to go. Otherwise, do not move it. Okay. Oh, now it's looking at again what title I've got. I do have Malice Contempt. Do I have Starlit Killer? No, I don't. I don't have both of them. I have Malice Spite. I don't have Starlit Killer though. Malice Contempt and Malice Spite. I think that's my combination. Let's see. Malice Spite, I do have that. And I have Malice Contempt, so that's the combination I've got. So I need to go to 9-9. Alright. 9-9. Here we go. Oh, it's the combat. Steaming billows from an old pipe fill in the door. The cloaked figures of a young Bastille woman and an elderly dragonkin step through the cloud. As they go closer, you recognize the grim faces of Mala and Malisk, who greet you by drawing their blades. Right. Greet you by drawing their blades. I'm not playing Legendary, so I can ignore that. Alright, so I'll get the big deck of villain cards. I'm looking for number 41 and 39. 1 and 39. And then the modify card. This deck. I want Fleet-Footed. There we go. Alright, so I want to beat them. Yeah. Mola is Fleet-Footed. So we got Mola and so I'm going to defeat both of them in 3 rounds. This is what I need to do. Alright, now, what does this do? After rolling the dice pool, return all dice with values 1 and 3. Okay, that's going to make it harder. Especially to get these ones, because I need the 3s for those. Hopefully that's invisible. Maybe I should make a close-up of that. I probably should. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Give me a second. So I go duplicate. I'll call it battle. Boom. And then unlock that. Hold Alt. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold Alt. And then do that. Not much better than that. It's the same as that. Alright, so we'll get rid of that screen then. We'll just use that. There we go. So basically I need to fill in these. I need to get a black 5 on that. I need to get a green 6 on that, etc. I've got 3 rounds to do it. Every round I do it, I'm going to lose stamina. And even if I don't win, I'll get some stuff out of it by doing that. So, let's see, we're in combat, so I'm going to draw 8 dice. And I can control the color of the dice by using these attributes. At the moment, I'm not going to bother, because I think I need a bit of everything, almost. So I'll draw 8 dice. 5, 6, right? Yep. Where'd that go? There. I don't need purple dice, that's unfortunate. I'll roll them here. Alright, so that can go there, definitely. Rest of it kind of sucks. Alright, so I've got my cards. That's how I can change them. Okay, what do we got? If I had a camera I'd set up, I could, but it would have been too uncomfortable. So I'm just going to look at the cards and show the ones that I play, instead of showing you everything I've got. Okay, which have 3 dice in the pool and an equal number back. Yeah, that's probably not terrible considering I don't like these dice colours. Okay, I've got Nimble, which lets me change any dice into green or red. So, yes, I'll use Nimble. Discard that. Turn this purple 3 into a red 3. That's something, that's pretty good. And I can play 4 cards. Alright, I can turn a green into any colour. Is that going to be handy? Yes. On a rule lets me turn this green 5 into a black 5. That's no good, that's no good. I can turn a blue into any colour, but that's not really going to help me. No, yes actually, well, focused. I can turn a blue into anything, so I can turn this blue purple into a black. And then I've got one more I can play. Anything useful. Not really. This is not. I don't have nothing I could play, but nothing particularly good. Yes, I'll play this. Jade Gauntlet. It's got this spent symbol, so it goes here, which means I won't get it back right away. But that lets me change this green 5 into anything. No, it lets me turn anything into a 6. So I can turn, oh actually, yeah, this green into a 6. So I got a green 6 which I can put there or there. If I put it here, I'll negate 2 damage. If I put it here, I'll negate 4 damage and get an experience. So I'm going to put it there. So I play my 4 cards. I do have these, so I can play more if I wanted to, but I don't like these dice anyway. I'll just go to the next round. So we'll go to the next round. 1, 2, 3 damage for that. These big cubes are worth 3. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 5. So I'm taking 5 fatigue. These dice go back in the bag. Okay, so now I want green, black, and yellow. So I want to make sure I get green, black, and white. I don't know why I said yellow. So I want to make sure I've got those colours at least. So green, white, and black. And I could spend more to make sure I've got more. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll spend another 1 to get black. And yeah, I'll go with that. And then we'll draw 4 more random to bring it up to 8. Oh, that should have been discarded. Damn, I wasn't allowed to do that. Yeah, alright, so I took 4 more damage. This is not good. And I haven't played whatever I did to make that red. I didn't play that one. Alright, so I need a red then. I'll play strength to get it, make sure I got a red dice. And the other ones I'll get randomly. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so that's 8 dice, yep. I feel like I should get a tray out. Maybe I should put it there. So I can put this here when I'm using it. Yes, alright. I got the Miss Win card dice tower, which maybe I'll play Miss Win on stream sometime. Not today. Today I'm just using the tower. Oh, perfect. All right. So let's go back to the board. Boom. There we go. All right, so I can roll these in here. Hopefully they're not too big. I don't think they are. I think they're good. That worked really well. Very noisy though. Maybe that's not good for you guys, but I'm going to use it. Alright, so let's get these out. Right, so 3 1s and 3s disappear. So they're gone. Alright, oh, and the one's gone. Great. Alright, so I got these 5 dice. Okay. This actually isn't terrible. So I've got this spellbook. I'll put them there to make sure to count how many I've got. I can push a white dice up or down 1, so I'll make that 4 a 3. Put it there. Do I have something that make that 2 a black? Let's see if I do. No, I don't. Could I? No, I went. No. Alrighty. Let's try to think what I need to do, what I can play that'll help me. Because I've only got one more round after this. I need to try and get it now. Oh, there we go. Yes, I'll play the Horned Viper because that will get me the black and green dice. It's in here somewhere. Because I need a black and a green, so hopefully it'll roll good for one of them. It's in here somewhere. The Horned Viper, that's what it is. There it is. So, 6. Yes, that's what I wanted. Alright, so I've played 2 cards, right? Yeah, I got 2 more to play. 2 more I can play. I'm just going to round that up a bit. Okay, I've taken a lot of fatigue this round, this fight. She's out of the game though, that's good, I've defeated her. That's just this guy. Okay, can I make that a 3? Can I make that black? Ideally, that's what I want to do. No. Each player adds 1 stamina to their strength row. I can adjust the black by 1. I can use this, sorry, red by 1 by using this spiked club. And then I could use this Dreamgrass sword to make it a... They'll only get 4 anyway. And then I'll still need to make it black. So I'm gonna get down the... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play the chained armor. So I got 2 of them, so I can re-roll twice. So re-roll a red, or is it red or is it all of them? Play any number of additional. Yeah, I can re-roll 1. So oh, perfect. That's what I wanted. I can go there. And then all I need is a black 2. If I can find a way to make a black 2 out of these dice, that would be great. But I don't know if I can. Okay, I can make that any color. So I can make that black or that. And then if I can also flip it somehow. But how many cards have I played? I've played 3. I only got 1 more card unless I use the bonus plays. So yeah, I can make it black and then flip it. And then use that to flip it. Yes, so how do I do that? Oh no, yes, I'll use the Golden Hope to reduce this 5 by 3 to make it a 2. And then, oh, hang on, I had a way to make it black. I lost that card. Would have been skills, I think. No, hang on. I did have a way. Where was it? Yes, compassion. So I'll play a bonus play card, which lets me play a 5th card to make the white any color I want, make it black. That's it. 1 fight. Alright, so I get 2 experience. 1, 2, 3 experience for those. 1, 2, 3. I would have got those even if I lost the fight. And because of these ones, I get 2 gold. 2 gold. Boom, boom. Alright, so I can put all this away. So I won the fight, but I did take quite a lot of stamina damage. Hopefully that won't matter too much. E, F, G, that. Nope. Just put these back in order so I can find them later. Alright, so separate this stuff into spent and regular. These are all, oh no, that one's spent. So the stuff in the discard pile goes back to my hand. The stuff that is spent doesn't. I'll get those back when I rest, and I don't know, that might be soon. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Weapon, armor. Wait, armor. Alright, that's all that. So back to the book. 9-9. Okay, victory. I did victory, so slave, I go to 9-22. 9-22, it is here. Oh, that's, okay. Malisk and Malard lie dead in the stream-filled tunnel. You search their belongings, but find nothing of interest. It seems that they came here to loot several leather-bound folios of sheet music, which you leave to rot with their bodies. Okay, so I lose favour with the Starlit Door, not surprisingly. Alright, so which titles have I got? Do I have Initiate of the Starlit Door? I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, I don't. If I did, I would have lost it. Malice, Contempt, and Malice Spite. I lose those because they're dead, so it doesn't actually matter anymore. Malice Spite, Malice Contempt. So I'll put those away. They go back to the title 17 and 18. Boom. And then I gain title 20, which is Starlit Devil. Ooh. You killed several members of the Starlit Door. At times you feel as though their spirits follow you, seeking revenge. Alright, so that could come in. That could be a problem later, but you can't make everyone happy. Starlit Devil. Boom. Alright, now I can rest, or I can move to the next location. Now what did it say about this? That can go away. What did it say about the automaton thing? If I go there, what happens? Oh, it wasn't this book, it was the other one. Right. At the beginning it says, if you explore a location that has the sentry on it, follow the indicator. Okay, so don't know what's going to happen if I go there. Some options really are, come back here, there might be something there, probably not. I don't think I've done anything that would bring it in. Okay, I'll go to here in the hopes of going here later. Or I can just go there and see what happens with the sentry, which I might do. Maybe I should rest first. I feel like resting right now is a bit early, because we've only done one fight. And what's my health looking like? I got 17 out of the 31. So I've got 14 left. Yeah. Might be silly, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to the lungs. Steel lungs. Which is area B. B, yeah. So we'll look up B in the book. B in the book. Alright. if you have the keyword breathe, I don't. There's no experience here, there is. Otherwise, collect the experience. If the sentry is at this location, go to B2. It is. So, you pass through a round doorway into a bright shaft of sunlight. A wooden workbench covered... Sorry, my phone has done something weird. Why is it not charging? Charge up. There it is. Why is it not connecting? I think it's okay. We'll see what happens. Alright, a wooden workbench covered with tools. Sorry, just, yeah, that's fine. Audio might be a little bit low. Maybe I should move this closer. Is that better? Yeah, that looks better. It's getting to orange a little bit now. Alright, where was I? A wooden workbench covered with tools and metal bird parts line the wall to your left. In a pile of beacon wings, you find an odd trinket. Okay. Reveal discovery card 55. So, 55. There we go. It's going to be bird parts, I'm guessing. Mechanical whistle. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to fight that sentry. Alright. In the center of this tall, narrow room, a mass of green vines rises up from the planter and spreads across the ceiling far above you. Thin green and yellow leaves sprout everywhere from the vines, creating a warm and beautiful glow in the sunlight. You look to the ceiling and discover a flock of mechanical bird parts perched in the vines. Embedded high in the opposite walls, two gigantic fans lie dormant. Their blades obstructed by the massive vines. Sentry 4 clips leaves. It's a weird sentence. Sentry 4 clips leaves on the vines with a pair of garden shears. Oh, okay. Sentry 4 leaves from the vines with a pair of garden... That's phrased weirdly. So the sentry is pruning the vines. Okay, it turns to stare... God. It turns to stare at you with a dull red eyes, shears in hand. A large rusty lever protrudes from its back. Its degolium chestplate shines in the thin shafts of sunlight. Okay. I've got 3 choices here. Strike the shears from its hand before I can cut you. Pull its rusty lever. Or hold still and observe the sentry. Okay, if I strike the shears, that's going to be a fight, like you just saw. If I pull the rusty lever, it's going to take dexterity and charisma. I've got 1 dexterity left and I've got 3 charisma left. So, yeah, could do that. Hold still and observe the sentry, which will take Constitution and Wisdom. Constitution and Wisdom. So it's sort of 4. I might just watch it and see what happens. I don't know that it's a threat to me, so I'm going to do that. So I'll go to B10. B10, alright. Oh, looks like it is a threat. Alright. You hold still, hoping the sentry won't see you as a threat so you can learn more about its behavior. Okay, so, skill check, observation 3. So where did I put that book? Oh, put it over here, right. So we go, skill check, observation 3. So we go to observation. Wait, why is that? The camera's frozen. Damn it. That's alright, I was only reading. Okay, I need to refresh that then. That's not what I wanted. This is one. There, okay, it's back. Good. Alright, so I'll bring out observation. And 3 means the 3rd row. So that's what we need to do. Is there room for that? No, not really. Alright. And it says here we get 8 dice. So I need a lot of green, a lot of yellow, and a blue. And I only got 1 shot at this. So I've got to get this now. So I'm thinking I'll spend those to get 2 green dice. spend those to get 2 white dice. Boom. I'll spend one, I'll spend 1 blue. Make sure I get 1 blue dice. That's 5 dice, so 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and let's roll these. Alright. So same deal as before, I've got to fill these in. So, oh wait, it did say something else. Crap, what was that? Dangerous observation? Was that one? Wasn't it? Yes, this is dangerous, so I've got to get the dangerous card. Oh, okay, I don't get any reward unless I cover all of them. Normally, I want to prioritize these two because they get me the experience even if I lose. But this time I've got to win, otherwise I get nothing. Alright, so that can go there. If I can lower those, they can go there. That's, oops. Alright, let's look at my hand. What can I do? Green. Do I have anything that will lower 2 green? Yes, there we go. Perfect. The spike shield lets me lower or raise 2 greens by 1. So I'll lower that one to a 4, lower that one to 2. That's perfect. Alright, what else can I do? I can play the spell book, but you'll boost that to 4, but I don't know if that's a good move or not. Maybe I should not do... That's right, I'll go with that. Okay, now, I did have a card that gets me 2 white dice. I'm pretty sure I saw that last game. There we are, yes. Right. So this will be my... Oh crap, hang on. I played that this round, and I played that. So I'm on my 3rd card. I play that. That gets me 2 white dice. One. What's the other one? 2. Alright, I can go there. Doesn't matter. Okay, now I've got 1 more card. 2 if I use that. If I can make that green and make that a 5, that is all I need to do. Increase. I could use the Golden Hope to make that a 6, but that's not any good. Each player adds a stamina. No, that's not good. No, I need to make on white. There we go. Yes, if I use Compassionate, I can make that a green. Turn a white to any color, and then I'm gonna have to use the 2nd bonus play to make that, adjust that by 2 somehow. Oh, there we go. Yes. Make anything a 5. Oh no, yeah, that's get a new dice and make it a 5. I don't know what color it will be. That's not as good as I thought it was. If I could play another card to make it white, that'd be good, but I can't. So let's see. Boom, boom. Turn dice to the pool. Turn 1 dice in the pool to get 2. That's no good. That's no good. It's all a gamble. Oh, yes, okay. I can use Lawful. Change all dice in the pool to 1 number. That's right, isn't it? All dice in the pool to the same value. Yes, so if I make all of these 5, put that there, that's a win. I've used up all my bonus plays, but that is a win. So I get 2 experience, and then we go to the story and see what kind of win that gets me. See what winning actually means. Let's see. Dangerous. I don't know why when I said Dangerous to say it reminded me of that song in I think it's the first Bill and Ted. Dangerous. I don't remember when. I just know it's in there somewhere. That goes there. I just got to put these cards back into my hand. I'm sorting them out. I'm gonna have to watch that movie now just to see where the hell that song is. I know it's in there. It's the only reason I would know that song exists, but I don't know where. I'll leave that there. Alright, so up to here. It ignores me and attends to its work. Cool. I was able to convince it I'm not a threat. So B21. Wait, let's make sure I'm doing this right. It did say go to, yeah, B21. Alright. As you remain still and watchful, the sentry turns to the massive vines and carefully prunes green and yellow leaves, collecting them in a small basket. When it has filled its basket, it leaves the room and without disturbing you. With the sentry gone, you turn your attention to the fans. After a bit of work, you're able to free the blades of vines, and they begin turning again. Thick smoky air enters the room from one fan, and thick smoky air enters the room from one fan, and the vine's leaves reach out, inhaling the smoke. Okay, interesting. As the air drifts past the vines, it becomes purified and exits through the other fan. Clean air circulates, and mechanical birds animate in the vines above. They preen their feathers and click their talons. They catch the light breeze and drift in circles around the upper reaches of the narrow room. They move the sentry to location C. So that goes from there to there. Record the word breathe. Okay, so I'm going to write the word breathe. I'm going to write it so I can read it. It'll be upside down for you, but too bad. Breathe. How do you spell breathe? Okay. Boom. Now I'm pretty sure when I got here it said if I had breathe, something happens. So I'm going to go back there later. Now I can use an item, rest, or move to another location. I'm going to use the items as these. Let's see. I'm going to use them together because I'm pretty sure I can combine them from memory. So it costs me 1 stamina for that and nothing for that. So 1 stamina for that. And then I go to B 71, 55, 71. 55, here we go. Oh. You hold the mechanical sparrow and look for a way to insert the whistle. There's no opening large enough, but you find a keyhole in its chest. Oh, okay. So I'm going to find a key first, open it up, and then I can put it in. That must be it. But let's look at 71 anyway. Look at it by itself. 71. The mechanical sparrow hops around the workbench, nosing at the spare parts. Then it looks up at the other mechanical birds. Alright, now I'm going to rest. Because I think I need to, because of all of this. Hang on, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yeah, because I've got these cards. I need to go back into my deck. All this stamina, these are used. Could have used that, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm going to rest. So I need to get the rulebook to remind me how resting works, because I will forget something. Resting. Exhaustion. Combat. Here it is. That seems like it should be easier to find, but okay. So I put rest. I can only rest 4 times before I start getting penalized for it. So this is my first rest. Spend experience to return. Yeah, right. So right, I got all this experience. I got to spend some for every one I spend, I'll get a dice, and then I'll roll the dice, and the value is how much health I get back. So I'm gonna have 4 dice because I've got a lot to heal. So 4 experience gets me 4 dice. Colors don't matter in this case, and they're all the same. Oh yeah, I should say if you have played the original, the other game, which is the original, I suppose. If you played Role Player, which you can, you make a character in that, and then you can use it in this. If you played that, you know that the multicolored dice in that don't go from 1 to 6. They go from, they have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So they're less valuable for their numbers, but they're more valuable because they got 2 colors. In this though, they are just 1 to 6. So that's worth noting if you have played that. Right, so I got 4 dice. I'm gonna roll them, and they all rolled low because of course they did. All right, so that's what, 10, 11. So I heal 11 health. All right. So he draws dice equals to, yeah. Oh yeah, if I was playing with other players, they would roll their own dice. So we didn't all roll 11. They might have rolled what's the maximum there? 24. Each player rolls the dice, return, stamina, blah, blah. Then we fill the attribute rows. If I'd use that, I would come face up. These go back to the boards to be reused. And then these go back to my deck. Yeah. So, oops. Right, so, these get refilled. Dangerous. When is that? It might be when Joan of Arc was taken. I have a feeling it's something to do with her. Or maybe when she was in the mall. Yeah, it might have been when they were... No, that was... I was going to say it was when they were running amok in the mall, but that was Bayham's ninth, because he was playing on the keyboards. I don't know. Oh, man, I'm going to be thinking about that. Something to do with Joan of Arc, though. I'm pretty sure that song. Anyway, done that. These go back to my deck. Or my hand, whatever you want to call it. Artifacts. They go to the back somewhere. Familiar. They go there. Alright, so now I've rested, so I can move. That's all I can do, really. Okay, this is a dead end. So I'm going to have to move to there. Or there or there. I'm going to go there, because I know that I get something because I've got breathe. So go back to A. Oh no, it was Dreamtime. Ah well. If you have Dreamtime, no I don't. If there's no experience here, go to A1. Okay, here in the engine room, the pistons are motionless and the sentries gather dust. Half buried in the floor, their beryllium chest cavities are open and empty. Sentry slot 4 remains vacant. Oh, okay, so that's the one we saw earlier. That's this guy. Sentry bot 4. No, it wasn't. Was it? Yeah, it was him, yeah. Anyway, if your entire party is exhausted, which they're not, do the death stuff, they're not. Now I can rest or move again. So I'll move to here. Which one have we got? That's 1. So we go to 9-1 in the other book, the adventure book. The Tomb of Encounters. We go to 9-1. Dangerous. Alright. If the sentry is on the map, roll a die. He is on the map. 2. Okay, so he says he is, I think. 3 or higher, move him, otherwise. It says he is. Great. If you have the keyword harmless, no. Danger, no. Okay. A ladder that passes through a maze of turning gears and sprockets in a ladder way that passes through a maze of turning gears and sprockets. You reach a landing and stop to admire the complex movements around you. A door opens and out comes a short, dark figure with pink crystal embedded in his face, examining a glowing staff of purple stone. The figure appears to be wearing a suit of black rubber. When it looks up, you notices the figure. The figure appears to when it looks up and notices you, the figure startles and races back to the door, only to find that it's now locked. Cornered, the figure draws a line in the air with a staff, producing a spear of vibrant pink energy. The being grabs hold of the spear and lunges towards you, forcing you to the edge of the landing, the interlocking teeth of the massive gears behind you. Okay. Try and make peace with the strange figure, which will take wisdom and charisma, these two, white and purple, or defend yourself before it pushes you over the edge. I'm going to try and make peace. So, 9, 13. 9, 13. There we go. Right. You raise your hands to show you mean no harm as the pink crystal face of the figure begins to glow. If your starlit was 4 or higher, each player adds to the stamina or charisma, ignoring the usual limit. Okay, it's a charm 4. Charm 4, so we bring this out. Charm 4, which means the bottom row, 10 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Wait, where are we? Charm 4. This one. Yeah, alright. So, purple and white. I might just max them out. 3 of each. Right, and then 4 more, because we're getting up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully, this will be good. Still recording? Yep. I'll stop streaming, I should say. Whatever. Actually, why is that only I can see the chat? Only. Sorry, I got distracted. Normally, I can see the stream on this, not just the chat, but I can. What's it doing? Yeah, okay, go away then. There we are. I've been on for an hour. There we go. That's what it normally does. Don't know what was. And get back to charging. I want you charged. There. Alright. Right, so these are my dice. I'm going to do on the bottom row. So, okay. Let's see. Well, 1 and 2 white. That's good. Oh, and 4. Awesome. Got those good. 3, 5 purple. That's good. Okay, so I've got 6 dice to fill 4 spaces, but I've got all my cards to try and make it work. If I could adjust those to both up by 1, I don't think I've got that card though. I could use the dual dagger to make one of them up or down. Got that as well. What else can I do? I got the leather greaves, which will let me re-roll one of them, but maybe. This one without number, that can be anything. I just need a purple. Do I have a way of making that green? Actually, yeah, if I can make... Alright, I'm going to play that to make that green. And then if I can keep... If I'll find a way... Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be possible. easily anyway. Yeah. Turn a dice to draw 2 more dice. That's something. Make anything 6. No, I don't want that. Change all the dice to the 1 value. That's not bad. I might use that. Yes, okay, I might go. Yeah. So I'll play good to boost them all up by 1. Increase them all by 1, yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's already there. Okay, that means I can play that there and there. And then I can play that. Maybe. No, I don't need these cards anymore. They're both weapons. Put that at the back. Right, I've played 2 cards so far, right? So I've got 2 more cards I can play to try and get one of these to be a purple. And then one of them to be a purple 1. That's going to be the harder part. I don't know that I've got anything that's going to help. Making one of them purple, that's not so bad. I could do that. But making a purple 1. Oh, actually, hang on. Maybe if I've got that, I'll have to use both my bonus play cards to do it. Because I've only got... Oh, no, maybe not. Hang on. Where have I got this? How do I make something purple? Oh, there we go. Yes. So if I play that to make that a 1, no, to make that purple, and then play that to flip it, make it a purple 1, and then all I can do is make one of these purple, which I don't know if I've got it. That's 4 cards, right? Yeah. So I can use a bonus play token to make another one. There we go, yes. Bonus play to play that to make this green purple. There we go, got it. Alright, so any of these spend cards? No. Okay, now I don't know. This good card has a 1 on it. There's a couple other cards that do. I don't know if that means you can only use it 1 time ever, or if you can reuse them. I've been reusing them because it doesn't actually say in the rulebook in anywhere, I don't think. Hang on, does it? Might actually in the expansion rule. So I'll get that out. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So this is like really thick, but this is like mostly story. There's only a couple of rules at the beginning. I don't think it does mention it. And I'm sure there are other cards in the base game that have that 1 thing. Yeah, it's like 4 pages of actual rules, and it doesn't mention it. Yeah, right, so it's not that. So if we get the main rulebook out, it doesn't actually say anywhere what that means. I don't think it does, because I've never seen it. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, it was once per adventure. Okay, so that means I can't play that. So I've played both of those already then. So I'll put it in here. Alright, so I couldn't do that, which means I'm not done yet. Once per adventure, that does make sense. Because it is really powerful. Alright, so I haven't played that yet. I haven't played... What was the card I played to make that? I haven't played that. And I haven't used that. So still, if I can make this card... That was that one, wasn't it? I haven't played that, and I haven't played the one that flipped it. Wherever I got that, however I did that. No, hang on. Now I'm confused. Yeah, I didn't play that yet. Or that. Hang on. Now I'm really confused. Right. Yeah, so I've still got these two. I haven't played any of these yet. So I've only played one card so far. Is that right? I did play Lawful last time as well. So that's okay. Now I know that I can... Oh, it's Red Pearl. I can make anything a 1, but I've already got a 1. I'm just going to make it purple. Okay. Well, I can play that and put that there. I may be cheating here. I can't remember what I did. But now if I can make this purple... Yeah, there we go. If I play that, that makes that. I may have cheated there because I backtracked. I can't remember. I think I did it right though. So I get 2 experience for that. And all this stuff goes... All this stuff goes back to my hand. None of that is spent cards. Come on. There. They're all traits, so I can just put them under traits. Why have I got a skill up top? Let's put that there. Alright. That's that. May have cheated, but whatever. Then we won that. The figure seems satisfied and puts the spear away. Go 929. 929. Here we go. A few things happen here. Alright. The figure releases its grip on the spear, which vanishes in response. It points its purple stone staff to the ground, projecting a light to show you a 3-dimensional map of the Colossus and its passageways. The image expands to focus on your current location, and then the figure traces the route up to the left shoulder of the giant. It seems that this strange explorer is inviting you to its camp. Okay, reveal card 4, discovery card 4, which is this one. Oh, it's a new location on the map. So that's the circle, and it goes into there. Cool. That's a new place I can go. That was flat, that would sit properly, but that'll do. Okay, discovery card 52. And put a discovery on it. Where's that go? Oh, it's there. Okay, so that's where the location actually is. Cool. And put a experience on it. So now we can go to there because I've found him. Interesting. Alright, and we call the word harmless. Yeah, harmless. Alright. So now we'll go to here. That is area what B? C. I'll still leave somewhere better than there. I'll put them there. Alright, the main book out, Adventure 9 book. We're going to C. The Dragonhide Heart. If you have the keyword pump, I don't, there's no experience, there is. Collect the experience. If the sentry's at this location, which it is, go to C2. Okay. A ladder way brings you into an alcove where you find sentry 4 chopping green and yellow leaves with its back to you. A large rusty lever protrudes from its back. Overhead there is a massive dark and spherical chamber which hangs a gigantic sack of dragon hide. Oil drips from above and you find an old item, a hand crank with a keyhole-shaped end. Okay. Real discovery card 58. 58, that's this one. Oh, okay. It's a crank. Okay. Overhead, There is a large overhead. There is a massive overhead. There is a massive dark and spherical chamber which hangs a gigantic sack of dragonhide. Oil drips from above, so you climb the sides of the alcove to get a better look. The dragonhide sack is attached to 2 pipes, each of which is controlled by a large valve wheel. Nested around these pipes is a sizable owlbear, which raises its head and blinks lazily in your direction. Okay, so I can attack the creature while I still can, and I'll startle it in hopes that it will flee. Okay, if I startle it, it'll be strength and intelligence, which I've got my full strength and I got full intelligence. So yeah, maybe. I'm just gonna round this off. Or I could do a fight, which might be the better way to go. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I can put that away. Don't need all this anymore. Might go for the fight because then, I don't know. I feel like it's probably better chance of winning a fight at the moment. I mean, that is maxed out, so where are we? We're here. Attack the creature while you can. Startle it hoping it will flee. I'd rather startle it hoping it flees. Sorry, that's better. There was someone here, I'd ask them. I don't know. Should I fight it? I've got a good chance, fairly good chance, because I've got the 3 stamina. I've got all my cards. But then I only just, I may have cheated, and I only just won the last thing. I'm going to go for the fight, because I think I can win the fight. Alright, so where are we? We're here. Go to C6. The owlbear snarls and charges you, its claws scraping against the iron sides of the chamber and its beak open wide. If you are playing legendary mode, add the craze modifier to this combat. Otherwise, I'm fighting a gigantic owlbear. Alright, gigantic, so... Oof, okay, gigantic owlbear, which is 44. Okay, that's not so bad. I could probably win this. That's the normal owlbear because it's a gigantic one. It's a bit harder. So I want to make sure I use black and white. I don't have any wisdom to use, but I'll use some of my dexterity to make sure I've got a black dice. I think the rest of them just go random. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Yep. Alright, let's roll these. Alright, so. Any of these are right as they are. Yes, they can go there. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's get my hand out. What can I do? Right, if I can make that a different colour, that'd be good. Probably the green. Oh, I can maybe use that, flip that to make that the green 6. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I make the blue. I use focused, turn the blue into a black. So I reckon I can flip that green. Yes. Yes, I use the acrobatic to flip that into a 6. And use the dual dagger to make this a 2. Okay. I need to adjust that as well. I use the steelbook to make that a 4. Okay, that's my 4 cards. It's only that. If I can somehow make a red 4 into a red 3, which I don't think I can do. I could re-roll it, but... No, alright, I'm going to go go to the next round, which means I'll lose 5 stamina, 2 for that, and another 3 for that. That's kind of okay. It's kind of okay. So I'm at 24 damage out of my 31. That's okay. There's the bag. There. Alright, I will then spend 2 stamina to make sure I got 2 red dice. 2 strength, sorry, not stamina. 2 red dice, and then I'll do the rest randomly. 5, 6, 7, 8. And okay. Should be able to get something here. I could use the Dunegrass Short Sword, but because it's a spent card, I want to see if I can do it without using a card that needs to be spent. Yeah, there we go. I see Club Spike to make that a 1. And that's a win. So get rid of all this. Alright, so we get 2 experience. We get 1 coin. And that is it. Cool. So let's see what happens because I beat him. Just put everything away first. 44. Alright. And actually I will reset my hand as well. Put all this stuff in. Dangerous. 2 skills there. Traits are there. Alright. Oh, no, go away. Alright, so where were we? I was fighting an gigantic owlbear. It's this one. Yes. The owlbear flees before your might. C14. Alright. You best the owlbear and it runs shrieking from the chamber, leaving you alone with the valve wheels and its nest. When you turn these wheels, the dragonhide sacs swell up, drawing in oil from one pump and then collapsing another, pushing the oil out through another pipe. Between contractions, you slide down the sides of the chamber and watch from the kitchen below as the heart of the Colossus pumps away. Record keyword pump. Alright. Wait, where was I? Where was I? There, 15. No. Wait. 14. Yes, here we are. Okay, yeah. Use an item, rest, or move. Should I rest again? I mean, I've got 2, 4, 5. That's kind of a lot, actually. I haven't used any of them. I do have 1 card to get back. I don't think I'll rest yet. Maybe I should, but I'm not going to. These aren't... If I need the intelligence and constitution, I'm good. Otherwise, not so much. Alright, I'm going to try sticking the crank into the bird. See what happens. So C58. 58. C58. 71. Wait, yeah. You insert the crank into the chest of your mechanical sparrow. As you turn the crank, a compartment in the throat of the bird slides open. Continue at C26. Okay, it seems you revealed a secret compartment. Return discovery cards 58 and 71. And then take 62. 62, right? Yeah, so take that and then put this one away. Alright, so I managed to open it. We've now got the unlocked sparrow. Alright, so I'll spin one again. We'll try putting the whistle in again. 55, 62. 55, 62. You slide the whistle into the mechanical sparrow's open throat compartment and it clicks into place. Go to C25. Okay. The little bird in your hand lets out a series of chirps and hops about happily. Return these two and take out 82. Ah, damn it. Alright, no. 55. Take out 82. Let's get it up here somewhere. 83, 82. There we go. Alright, so now we've got a whistling sparrow. And of course that's free to look at, so let's look at that. 82. The mechanical sparrow hops about joyfully, chirping away with pleasure. The chamber above reverberates each note from the little bird, which flies up into the darkness expecting to find a friend. She flies around singing a song which is echoed back to her as if a whole flock were in flight with her. But in fact, she flies alone. After a short time, she returns to you, looking confused and a little lonely. Oh, okay. That's kind of sad. Alright. Choose another location, or move, or... Yeah, move or rest is my options. I am going to take a little break. Be back soon.
Please, don't ever leave New York. We need you.
Hello? Yes, it's back. Awesome. Computer froze for a second there. Right. Where was I? I can rest or I can move. Hey, I realized yeah, I realized the music wasn't on. I also had my computer muted instead of down really low. So that's why I didn't notice. But it's on now. Alright, so, I reckon I should move up here. See what's over there. So I come up here. That is location E. Because whatever I need to do is probably going to be another location that wasn't there at the start of the adventure. If there's no experience here, go to E1, there is. Otherwise, collect it. And keep reading. Alright, you reach the top of the ladder and climb out to stand on the shoulder of the Colossus. High above Gurlung Bay, you can see all the way south to Julev, which I think I was at earlier. Could be wrong, but pretty sure I've been there. To the north, you can see as far as the Great Lorkheim mountain range, which marks the end of the Abandoned Lands and the beginning of Dragul territory. Mechanical birds circle the head of the Colossus. A small shelter sits at the edge of the giant shoulder covered in moss. Two statuesque, short and rubber-like figures with flat pink crystals for a face rest near the three gigantic bats. The two crystal-fade beings seem surprised to see you. As they approach, spears of crackling energy, light from their glowing pink faces surround you. Okay, and then I've either got the keyword harmless or danger. I have harmless, so we're going to E2. When the glow of the pink light has retreated, an image of you appears on the creature's face. You look friendly, communicative, and so they respond to you with kindness. They put their spears away and invite you to share their shelter. So if I'd attacked the other guy earlier, then they'd be attacking me now, probably. Even their riding bats are friendly to you. They gesture to invite you to rest. You're relaxed by their tents, and they introduce themselves in gestures and projected light from their staffs. As best you can make out, they are a race known as the Klinox. They explore the plains, collecting and preserving knowledge of all the worlds. While you converse, the Klinox serve a fine tea that rejuvenates you. Each player refills your attribute rose to their limit. Nice. So I got a free rest out of that. Well, not quite a free rest, but all my attribute rows are refilled. That's part of resting. And the dog's barking again. She doesn't normally do. It's usually pretty quiet. That's why I consider it a little bit. Alright, where was I? I can use an item, I can rest, or I can move to another location. I'm going to use the bird because, I mean, he's going to want to fly off with the other birds. 82, alright. You reveal the mechanical sparrow, and your hosts seem very interested. They hold up their hands, hoping you'll hand it to them. So I can distracted by the music. I don't know what this is, but it seems alright. I can let them hold the sparrow, or I can use another item. I can rest, or I can move. I'm going to let them hold it, because I don't see why not. Seems to me that's what it's for. Alright. You hand the mechanical sparrow to your host, and they are delighted. It hops from lap to lap, chirping away with great delight. Its shining eyes looking up at each face. Your host clap their hands in joy at the little creature, and when you put it away again, they give you a little golden trinket they found in the shape of a sparrow. Gain 3 gold. Hey, so I got 3 gold for doing all that. 1, 2, 3. I got quite a bit of gold now. Use an item, another item. Rest or move? Should I rest? Maybe I should rest. I've only got one more location to get to. There'll be another hidden one somewhere, but I might. Yeah, I'm gonna rest. So 6, 7 there. I'm going to spend 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that came out really well. Lots of high numbers. Alright, so 10, 22, 25. Nice. That's pretty much all of it. And what else do I get for resting? That brief although this goes back into my hand. Cool. Alright. Now I'm gonna move. So I'll move to here, which is 2, 3. I don't want the 2, 3. I mean 9, 2. 9, 2. Alright. If the sentry token is on the map, roll a die. 3. So 3 or higher, move it to the next location anti-clockwise. So that's to me, isn't it? C to D. Yeah, gotta move to where I am, or where I'm going. Alright. Otherwise do not move it. The passageway here becomes wide and short, so you have to crash to continue. Ahead, in a speckled patch of sunlight that falls through the corroded metal above, you see the hooded figure of a halfling lying prone on the floor. A short, dark figure with a pink crystal faceplate stands over the halfling, opening a jar of grey matter. The halfling rises and cries out in horror when he sees the figure preparing to pour the grey matter over him. Don't! He cries. It was a misunderstanding. When you hear the halfling's voice, you immediately recognize him as Tarek Nowlan. Who's Tarek Nowlan? I'm gonna see if maybe this will remind me. Nope. No idea who this guy is. Obviously I've run into him before, but I don't remember. Right, so I can help Tarek get away from the strange creature, or see what happens when it empties its jar. I mean, I suppose I should help him. I'm still in the King's Guard favor. And he's probably a Starlight Build person, so yeah, I'm gonna help him. Help Tarek get away from the strange creature, which takes dexterity and charisma. Black and purple. I'm gonna do that, so we'll go to 5, 9, 11. 9, 11. There it is. Quickness 4. So, come here, quickness. Quickness 4. Alright. Okay, so we want a lot of black and a lot of purple. 1 green and 1 of anything. So, let's go. I'll go 3 purple, 3 green, no, 3 black. And we're doing 10 dice total, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 3 purples, yes. 2, 3, and I'll do a green as well. And then the rest will be random. Which is, I need 8, I've got 7 already. No, I need 10, so I need 3 more. 2. Okay. Alrighty, so let's roll these. Alright, get them out of the dice tower. Alright, so for that there, that there, that can probably go there soon, that can probably go there soon. What else have we got? So black 3. That is, I can maybe go there. I can maybe go there. Alright, I've only got 4 cards to play, that's the problem. Can I get all of this done in 4 cards? Oh, 6 if I use those, so. Let's see. That's a black orb purple. I'll do that later. Make anything green or make a blue anything that'll help me. Oh, usable. Yeah, so I'll play that. Make that purple. And then that's close to that. This is not, I'm not going to get this done, I don't think. Maybe green any color, that won't help me though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. So, I could play that, Jewel Dagger. It lets me adjust the green or... Yeah, I will do that because I make that a form player there, which gets me the experience. So even if I do nothing, if I can't win it, I can still get that experience. I don't think I can win, and yeah, there's no point in doing anything else. So yeah, I think that's it. So that's spent. This one's not. I do get the 2 experience, but I failed the test, which means first time I failed something. Alright, which means where was this for? Tarek barely escapes danger. Oh, okay. He got away, but not as nicely as I would have liked. Got it 9:27. Alright. You bumble your way down the narrow passage. Slowly. You mumble your way down the narrow passage too slowly to be of any use to Tarek. He rolls out of the way as the grey matter pours over his cloak, consuming it. You finally approach the crystal-faced Krieger, and it lets out a strange vibratory squeal. Immediately, the grey matter pours itself upward into its jar, and the two hustle away together. I'm afraid the Clonux and I had a momentary misunderstanding, says Tarek. They'll all think we're a danger now. At least we can change one. Until we can change one of their minds. Okay, Tarek dusts himself off and tells you he's searching the Colossus for an artifact of incredible power. It will be a great help to us on our mission to retrieve the Immortal Knight, he says. Meanwhile, someone should see if they can get this contraption working again. You agree to part ways, each searching for the Golem. Very kind of Halloween-y music. The Golem chambers and part of the Colossus that needs fixing. Okay, so that goes up. I erase the word keep harmless because they're now angry at me. Or at least cautious of me. Record the keyword danger. Okay, they are angry at me. I can rest or I can move. I'm gonna move. D. If you have the keyword sing, which I don't, if there's no experience here, let's collect the experience. Boom. And then the sentry's here, which she is. Seems to always be where I am. Spiral staircase. A spiral staircase moves up the neck of the Colossus into a cozy room covered in elaborately woven rugs and rich tapestries. Bizarre musical instruments line the walls. Strings, reeds, percussion, and brass, all of them seem to have been invented in some other world. A small stuffed chair in the corner holds the bones of an ancient gnome wrapped in a flowery silk robe, a silver dagger stuck between its ribs. Look at that in the picture. It is, okay. On its lap sits a sheet of parchment with a few bars of music inked in. On an end table next to the chair is a cup of hot tea. Sentry 4 stands next to the skeletal gnome as if waiting for it to drink its tea. The Sentry Degolium chestplate is Bolus. Bolus Sentry is waiting. You sneak up to the end of the table and find an instrument of impressive craftsmanship. And real card 75. Discovery card 75. A crystal flute. You pick up the flute and play a tune from the sheet of music on the gnome's lap. In doing so, you have successfully captured the Sentry's attention. It seems to think you are its master. Alright, attack the Sentry while it's confused. Continue this tune to pull the Sentry's lever. Or pretend to be the gnome and drink the tea. Okay, I want to pull the lever. So wisdom and charisma. White and purple. That's not likely to pull it off because I don't have any purple. So, intelligence and charisma. Oh, that's no good either. I guess I'll fight it. D8. Draw your weapons as the Sentry approaches arms outstretched. It's a dangerous Sentry, so 48. Crap. Alright, so that's the Sentry. Oh wow, that's gonna be tough. And it's a dangerous one, so dangerous. I'm gonna zoom in. I know I have been doing that, but let's see. Hopefully, yeah, you can see that a bit better. Alright, that's what I gotta do. I got one. Oh, okay. A lot of red ones. That's interesting. Alright, let's round these up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, so I've got exactly 10 damage already. So that's okay. I can afford to spend these 3. 1, 2, 3. Green. And the rest of them I'll wait on. That's all. 4 more randomly to get me up to 8. Oh wait, what does dangerous mean? Rewards cannot be gained. Okay, no rewards unless I knock him out completely. Alrighty, can go there. Oh, that can go there. Sweet. That can go there. Good start. That can go there. Off to a really good start. Alright, where's my hand? There. I'll spend the Spike Club to make that 2 a 1. Okay. Yeah, I'll play this chain leggings. Do I have any? Yeah, then I'll play that. And boom. Make that a 1. Alright. Then I've played 3 cards already. These are my options. Do I have any way of making those what I want them to be? Not really. I can use focus to make the blue to make blue a different color, but that's... Yeah, alright, so I'll use focus to make that blue a white, and then I'll use the spellbook to make it a 6. That's that. Alright, that's that. And then next round, is 3 damage. And I need a red or a green, so I'll spend that to make sure I got a green. Alright, and the rest will be random, I guess. I don't need any other colors, so... Oh, okay. So I got 2 greens. Hopefully one of them will roll a 6. I don't have any reds. Hopefully, or I can just roll a 6 in another color and make it the right color. Hopefully. Alright, so I do have a green 6, so if I can make that red, yes. I can play that, make that there. Hey, that's a win. Let's see if this is working. Probably not. Oh, it is. The confetti, I didn't think that was going to work. It did. I don't think the sound worked, unfortunately, but everything else did. Alright. Right, I won that. So, I did. Yeah, so I do get the 2 experience. And then I'll come back to that in a second. Let's put all this away. These are all regular, not spent. No, that one's spent. The rest are not. Okay, that's a weapon. For those traits. That's a weapon, and that's an armor. Alright, then I'll put these away. Alright, where was I? That was a dangerous sentry, this one. Yeah, so got an 8. No, yeah, I wanted to know. Yeah, 18. Alright. Alright, you win enough, you deal enough harm to the sentry that it loses its bearings. It flips the switch on the wall, opening at the aperture at the top of the stairwell, then it picks up. Sorry, distracted by the music again. Why am I facing away from the thing if I do that? That's got me facing towards it. That's interesting. That feels wrong. I am facing that, I suppose. But then if I'm facing it... Oh yeah, I guess because if I'm facing that way, then I'm looking at the camera. That feels wrong. When I'm looking this way, it's like looking towards the game, which is what you want. Oh well, whatever. Is that out of focus? Or is it just me? Looks like it might be. I did reboot the thing, so I might have autofocused. Let me just fix that. Yeah, it is. I'll turn that off, it should focus. Is that better? I can't tell. I think that's right. It seems focused. Anyway, where was I? 18, this one? Yes. You deal enough harm that the sentries lose. Now I'm distracted again. I'm facing the wrong way, aren't I? I'll look this way. You deal enough harm that you to the sentry that it loses its bearings. It flips the switch on the wall, opening the aperture. I already read this. A billow. It then picks up a cup of tea from the end table and exits the room, heading towards the heart. Downward to the Colossus heart chamber. Okay. A billow of a. Sorry, I just got distracted by how long have I been playing this for? 2 hours. Alright. A billow of steam bursts from the pipes overhead, and you hear a rush of water moving upwards. Strange lights flicker on, one after the next, up the Colossus's neck, and you hear a whirling of gears and clinking of metal above. Strange music filters from the automation's head. Okay, move him to B. Gets to there. Record the keyword sing. Record the keyword sing. Real discovery card 14. Location. 2 for there. Boom. And put an experience on it. Then place the remaining encounter token on there. That makes sense. If your entire party is exhausted, mark the extra. Okay. If that was at 4 or higher, it's only at 1. Use an item, rest, move to another location. I guess I should try and use these two together. So that is 75.82. 75.82. You play the flute and the mechanical sparrow sings right along. As you play the notes on the sheet music on the skeleton's lap, the bird begins to sing in unison with you. The tune has a powerful effect on the walls around you, but shake as if the Colossus itself were responding to the sound you make with the bird. Gain 3 experience. Cool. 1, 2. I think I should rest. Yeah, actually, because my attributes are really low. Yep, I'm gonna rest. My third rest, that's okay. Which means this comes up here. Both of these weapons go back to my hand. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know it seems like too much, but I'm gonna do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty, 5, 10, 14, that's not much. Actually, no, that's not too bad. I wasn't as close to death as I thought, but... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get rid of those. So I've got 5 damage at the moment. Oh, and that goes back to there. Alright, that is it. I can rest, I can move to a new location. So let's move to a new location. See what this is. This is going to be number 3. Yep. 9, 3. 9, 3. I guess that makes sense. I am kind of still confused by the camera. The line of, what's the word? Line of sight. No, the crossing a line, whatever that's called. Alright, throw me off. Did I? Yeah. I suppose not, yeah, because I'm in the middle. I should be looking at the game, not at the computer. Anyway, however, whatever. If I have the title Constructs Assembler, which I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't. So ignore that. If the sentry is on the adventure map, roll a die. 1. So he stays where he is. Otherwise, do not move. Yep. Okay. Glowing green fungus is caked thickly over the hallway walls of and floors. Your steps leave a deep footprints as if you were walking through snow. As you progress through the passageway, the fungus steadily grows thicker. It glows whiter. It's glow whiter until you are hacking your way through a solid, fleshy light. Your hacks and slashes bring you to a break in the fungus, a sort of clearing where the growth is concentrated into a man-sized cocoon. As you approach, it wriggles and splurts out a humanoid form that lands on the hallway floor with a wet smack. The pale, slimy humanoid is faceless. It rises to its feet and staggers toward you in an unsettling manner. Okay, I can run or I can attack. If I run, I should have refilled those. I'll do that in a second. If I run, it's dexterity and charisma. What's dexterity and charisma? Dexterity and charisma, black and purple. I'm probably gonna do that. I don't really feel like attacking it. It's probably someone innocent. So, just gonna refill these first. Ugh. Now I'm thinking. That's why that looks off. Yeah, so I was going to fix something. That has been looked off to me like since the last stream. It's because it should be more like that. It's weird that I noticed that. Looking at the camera, it looked off. I didn't look at the screen and realize, oh, that's why. Anyway, what was I doing? I'm going to run away from him, I think. So, yeah. 9:15. Let's go. 9:15. Alright. You move quickly away from the newly hatched humanoid. Your rapid pace makes for an unstable footing on the thick fungus of the hole. The humanoid's wet cries grow closer behind you as you slip and scramble toward a safer passageway. Alright, so it's quickness 4. There it is. Quickness 4. Quickness 4. That's that. So lots of black and purple. Which, as I said before, is charisma and dexterity. Alright, so I guess I want to spend charisma and dexterity to make sure I got enough of those. I'm drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm going to have 10 dice to get 9 things right. Yeah, alright, let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I will. So it's 3 purple, 3 black. Three black, 1, 2, 3. I'll do 2, 1 green. Should I do 2 green maybe? I mean, how many? That's 7 of the 3 more. I'm just doing them randomly. Hopefully I get the right colors. 3. Alright. So let's hopefully that's enough to get me. I'm able to do good stuff. Alright. Not so much actually. Wait, I bought a green one, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go. 9. Wait, hang on. Yeah, okay. That's something through me. Alright, get out of my hand, see what I can do. Right, I can probably do that and that. Although that's close to that at least. As well. 4, if I can make that green, if I can make that a 5. Actually, if I can make that a 6, I can put it there as well. Yeah, I'm not going to win this. I don't think it's any way I can get all of this done with only 6 cards. Yeah, I don't think it's possible, so I'm just going to fail it. I get the 2 experience, that's something. Alright, so this was... this one... no, that's not what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's this one, right. It grabs you and won't let go. I probably have to fight it now. 34. Yep. Try as you might, you cannot escape the fungal hatchling. It staggers up. Staggers up to you and grabs hold of your shoulders. Its grip is tight. Its grip is tight, and its face and body begin to change shape. I just realized why I kept looking this way. It's because the lining is better for me to read because of that line over there. Anyway, it's slowly transforming itself into a copy of you. No matter how you shake it, it will not let go, and as it changes, it opens the mouth full of long venomous fangs and prepares to bite. Fungoid, number 13. Alright. I'm going to defeat this thing now. So... oh crap, I've been on this close-up all this time. That was ages ago I did that. Alright, let's look at the map then. So, let's see, this area, I can't remember how long ago that was. This area came up, and now I'm in this new area here. I'm doing this. I'm still in this encounter here. That's where I got the whistle. Hopefully, that wasn't too distracting that I was close up on that. Can't remember how long ago that was. But anyway, we're doing this now. Green and black, and I've got no dexterity because I wasted it all trying to run away. Alright, well I'll spend the 2 I've got, I suppose, to get 2 greens. That's the blue. I don't know why that's that blue out. Okay, so I've got 2 greens. They can be white as well, so I suppose spinning white is not a terrible idea. And I'll do the rest randomly. So I've got 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8 dice, right? Yep. Alright, well, I can go there. I can go there. Or there. Or there. No, okay, that can go there. Oh, that's a 2. You can go there. This is round 1. Okay. If I can flip one of those 6s to a 1, I can put it there. So let's see if I can do that first. Or adjust it. Okay, yeah, I'll use... unless I've got a better way to adjust the black. No, I don't. Okay, so I'll use that to make that a 2. And then if I can adjust the green by flipping it, which is a skill. No, I can't, unfortunately. That won't help. That won't. That might help. That might help. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Probably, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. I'm gonna use that to get 2 more white dice. Hopefully one of them will be a 1. no, but maybe I can flip it. Make that 6 of 1. No, make it a 1. How many cards have I played so far? 2. So I've still got 2 more. This is not going the way I want it to. Turn the dice to get 2 more. Make something a 6, that's no good. New dice, don't know what it's going to be. Each player adds 3 stamina from the fatigue to the supply to gain experience. I may as well play that, I suppose. Oh, and I got that. Alright, so I'll play the red pearl, which lets you put that there. And then I got 1 more card. I guess I'll play that. Which gets return this and get an experience. Since I'm not gonna, I need to do anything else I'm gonna do, it needs to be in the next round. So 3, I take 5. Let's just round it to 4, 5. Okay, so I'm about half full strength. Alright, what I need is a green, I don't have any, okay. So I'm just going to draw randomly then. Hopefully I get a green one and it'll roll a 2. That would be good. 3, 4, 5, 6, great. 7, 8, 9. Wait. No, that's 8. Alright. Oh, maybe I can roll a 2 and make it green. Alright, I rolled 2 2s. That's the start. Can I make them green? By the way, there are 6 of each type of dice, each colour dice, except for the multicolour ones. There's only 1 each of those, but the regular ones there's 6, so you can know, if you're drawing blind hoping to get the colour you want, you know what the odds are from that. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Oh, actually that could be what I want. I think, yes, that's what I want. The Nimble. Make anything red or green. Done. Yay, that's a win. Alright, so that goes back to my hand. Come on. 15 past 2. It was about midnight when I started, so that makes sense. Alright, so I won that. That was... Where was it? Where was I? Trojan might... Yes, this is it. I won it. It melts into a fungal slop. 35. With the fungal hatchling gone, your way through the hall is clear. You take care around the cocoon, which burbles and drips. As you exit the hall, you look behind you and see the cocoon swelling again with a new life. Rest or move to the new location. I'm going to move to there, to the bridge, which hopefully, from the bridge, I'll be able to get it powered. I was going to put this back. 13. 13. Alright, cool. F. If you have the keyword standby, I don't. Okay, take the experience. Okay. You look through it, look at. Give me a second. You look out through the Colossus's windowed eyes over Gerlung Bay. Between you and the glass, there is a long panel of knobs and levers, each labelled with ancient runes and pictographs. The whole array hums and buzzes with internal activity. You have reached the control center of the metal giant. As you stare in wonder, a small figure crawls down over one of your windowed eyes, smashes open one of the busted panes with his mallet and leaps into the room. You take a defensive stance, but the figure chuckles. I see you've got the bird I sent you, says a familiar voice. And you suddenly realize the figure is Gimlix, the treasure hunting gnome you met in Jolev. His forearm is still marked with the eye of the starlit door. Alright, then we gotta look at titles. Do I have King's Company? I think I do. I definitely don't have Dragon Friend, I know that much. So I guess that means I have King's Company. Yes, I do. King's Company. The king chose you to accompany him on a mission. Oh, I read that to you earlier. Alright, F2. So we go to F2. I heard the king sent you, says Gimlix. After everything you've seen, you still fall in line on the Terran. Oh wait. Was that who I thought earlier? That was giving... Nah, it can't have been. Personally, or maybe it was. Was it Terran that I saved from the thing? If it was, it's the king. Anyway, personally, I would have given the ring to Vyrendor, who was the dragon. Gimlix chuckles when you ask him how he could know of your adventures near Cuddy's Landing. The eye watches over all, he says ominously, leaving it at that. Okay, if you have either Starlight Ascendant or Starlight Hope, which I'm sure I don't have. I've got Starlight Devil, yeah. So they don't like me, so I'm not gonna have that. Alright, I don't have either, so... Okay, by the way, I heard you have an immortal knight to find. I'm going with you. I've got a couple of questions I'd like to ask him, and it's been a while since I've seen Afril. Okay, I have to do some work on the control panel. Why don't you go below and see if you can get all the mechanisms moving again. Before you can respond, Gimlix opens the hatch under the control panel and climbs in. Hurry back when you've got everything moving again, he says. I'll be here. Okay. If I have all three keywords, pump, breathe, and sing, which I do, I think. Yes, I do. So I got those because I happen to be... that's actually interesting. How do you do it if you can't... Every time I went there, I happened to... Is that... I don't know. Was it... Did I get those because of him? Or would I have got them anyway? Either way. I go to A5, F5. Okay, you tell Gimlix all you have done to get the Colossus working again. I guess it didn't matter about him. I'm guessing. Anyway, he looks impressed and quickly climbs up. To fiddle with a few knobs on the control panel. Well done, he says. Are you ready to go? We don't have a lot of time, and if there's anything you still want to do before we launch, now's the time to do it. Okay, so I can either continue to explore the Colossus and record the word standby and move to another location, or I can launch, tell them I'm ready. I have a feeling I need to come back here for some reason. So I'm going to write standby down and go over there. I have a feeling there was a keyword there that I didn't trigger, so I'm going to go there. Go to A1. Not A, actually. If I had the keyword Dreamtime, which I don't have. Okay, how do you get Dreamtime, I wonder? No. If I have Cat Rescuer. No, wait. There's no experience here. Go to A1. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's nothing going on here. I guess I'll go back. No, F, go to the bridge. I feel like there's got to be something I haven't done yet, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to end it. If I can. If you have the keyword standby, yes, go to F6. Alright. You return to Gimlex in the Colossus' head. He seems eager to get moving. Ready to go, he asks. Okay, tell Gimlex you are ready. This action will trigger the end of this adventure. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm ready. Okay. Gimlex nods and climbs into what appears to be the captain's seat of this vessel. As he searches for something in the arm of his chair, you hear a familiar voice mumbling to itself from the ladderway below. Suddenly, a goblin emerges onto the bridge. A goblin, yay! You recognize him as Gondor, your Draggle companion from Kolbak. Carries a massive maps and diagrams with him. Okay, hello, Gondor says, surprised to see you. I see you've got the control center operational. I have some blueprints that show us how. Suddenly, Gondor leaps back, dropping his papers and drawing a thin blade of chiseled bone. He points his blade directly at Gimlex. Are you with him? Gondor asks you nervously. Okay, this is going to be a fight. Gimlex steps forward, brandishing his mallet. There's no room for you, Goblin. Time to go. Evenly matched, they pace around each other, looking for a chance to strike. You'll have to choose one of these two to help you pilot the Colossus to Alpha and search for the Immortal Knight. Okay, who do I want? So I got Gimlex, who is part of the Silver Starlit Door, who I don't care about. They don't like me anyway. Or Gondor. Let's see if Gondor's going to mate. No, that's someone else. Gondor, who's a goblin who is with the dragons, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Gondor though. Because I'm not part of the Silver Door anyway. Alright, F8. Okay. Stand behind. Sorry. What's it called? No, anyway. Stand behind Gimlex and draw weapons. Wait, that's not right. I didn't say Gimlex. Summon Gondor. F9. You put your weight behind Gondor and Gimlex takes the hint, chuckling to himself. He heads back down the ladderway to the depths of the Colossus. Gondor steals the entryway, gathers up the charts and diagrams, and takes the captain's chair. Record the word Gondor. Gondor. Alright, if your Starlight is higher than that, which is not. Otherwise, increase this by 2 and lower this by 1. Yeah, so he's the guy I chose with the Draggle, which I guess I'm going with them. If any player has the Grey Matter object card, which I do have, can you see that? Go to F13. I've had that for ages, I think. Pretty sure I didn't get it this game, did I? Alright. Gondor holds out his hand. I'm going to need an artifact in order to make this work. You produce the jar of grey matter and hand it to him. A small pedestal rises from the floor next to his seat. He places the jar on the pedestal and covers it with a small Degolian dome. Then the pedestal retreats into the floor. Gondor turns a few knobs, pulls a few levers. The air overhead darkens and begins to swirl. Okay. So I'm going to return the grey matter to the rare deck. So what's that? Which one's the rare deck? This one? Yeah. Number 55. Alright, wait, where was I? Yeah. Return the title Revealer of Secrets. Do I even have that? Yes, I do. What's this say? The Dragul Outpost, you unlocked. In the Dragul Outpost, you unlocked the Golium chest and took possession of a jar of translucent metal. What secrets does this strange substance hold? Oh! I think that happened in the very beginning, back in the very first adventure, which is a really small one. Pretty sure that's where I got that. Alright, so that's that. Each player adds 1 stamina to every attribute row with no unusual limits. Cool. So I get extra stamina, that's good. Or extra attribute abilities. Which actually, I don't know, do I need those? Because there must be a fight or something coming. Because why else would I need it at the end? That is a little weird. Alright, and go to 15, alright. Very good to have you flying with me, Gundor says. I've been studying the design of the Colossus and I don't think it should be too difficult to create a temporary stable rift. Gondor twists at the knobs at the end of his armrest and the Colossus hull hums around you. Gundor begins whistling the tune you learnt from the sheet music on the ancient gnome's lap. You play along with your flute and the air crackles with purple energy. Hold on, cries Gundor. The next part could get a little bumpy. Okay. Discovery cards 41 and 42. So yeah, there's going to be some kind of boss fight happening here. 41, 42, put them together. Pilots, okay. That's cool. Alright, to form a unique skill check. This skill check requires placing 9 dice in rows, so the sum of the 2 dice on the right equals to the one on the left. If my Dragul favor is 5 or higher, it's not. Each player adds 2 stamina to their supply. From their supply to each player adds 2 stamina from the supply to their dexterity, wisdom, or attribute row. Skill check piloting. Okay, so I'm gonna. This skill check, I get 10 dice. Okay, so I want 3 blues, obviously. I want 3 whites. And 1 black. And I guess the rest need to be random. I don't care. I don't want. Okay, yeah. 10. So I'm drawing 4 more. No. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's roll this. Okay. Alright. Couple of 5. Okay. Can I get this to work? There's the blues, there's those. There's my blacks. Okay. And I got these to work with. So I put the 5. Oh, they have to be 5s. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Alright, so if I can make that a 1, which I can do actually. I've got something. The golden axe. Increase or decrease the die draw class color, which is white, by 3. So if I play that, I can make that a 1. Okay, that's that one done. Okay, so if I can make that a 4, or make that a 3. Either way. I don't think I can do this. Maybe, but I don't think so. Can make a blue A cut. No, I don't want to do that. Turn 3 up to 3 dice. Add an equal number of added dice. Okay, so if I return these 2, I can then draw 2 more, and hopefully they'll be black, or one of them will be black. Let's Try. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's actually good. I can put those there. Alright, and then all I gotta do. Not all I gotta do. Is make that a 5. Push that by 1, and then somehow make that black in a 4. Okay. I could do a reroll of a black, but that's maybe. How many cards have I played? I played 2, so I can play 2 more. That is 6, so that's not going to help me. Okay, maybe I can do this. I was going to really look at it. Oh, if I play that, I'll get any number. It might be a black. I'll make it a new dice that's a 5, and then I can make it black. And then I put these 2 there. Yes, I think I can do it. So, if I play that, I get a new dice, which is a 5, and it might be a black. Hopefully it's a black. No. And then all I gotta do is make that black, and then I can put that there and that there. So, do I have a way to make a red dice black? Apparently not. Damn. Do I have a way to make a red dice black? That's all I gotta do. I can make any dice red or green. I can make a green dice any color. So I can make that black. How many cards have I got left? I got 1 more without using these, but if I use those, that's okay. Okay. But I mean, if I did say that, make it black, and then I got two dice to adjust the values of blacks, but I can't do. I'm hopeless at what's black. Dexterity. It's got nothing. I got 1 reroll, but yeah, I'm really not good at dexterity. I can use acrobatics to flip it. But that doesn't really help me with what I've got. No, I already did that, didn't I? Roll die, return stat, no. Oh wait. Stamina, no. Add a stamina to attribute rows. But no, I'm not going to be able to use it. Alright, I guess I'm just going to do this. Draw black and hopefully I'll roll a 5 with it. 6. That's great. That's as useful as the 4 I've got. Alright, how many cards have I played now? Okay, that's 4. Any more I need to start using the bonus play tokens. Which is fine. I just got to... Is there a way to use it? I can make anything a 6. I can get out multicolored dice. Flip 1 player's class card face up. That's that. No, that's no good. Get something from new dice to 4. Can't be done, I don't think. Roll a die and return stamina. No. Yeah, I can flip a dice. If I roll a 2, that'd be good. But I didn't roll a 2. Alright. My last hope, I think. If I can re-roll one of these and make it a 5. And it's still 6, great. Or a 2 would have done. 5 or a 2, but no, I got a 6. Yeah, no, I failed it. I can't do anything. Nothing I can do. Alright, so let's sort these. So that's a fail. So, where were we? This one. Failed. You're in for a bumpy ride. Go to 19. Alright. While Gundor calls out instructions and you rush around the Colossus's bridge, you aren't really sure what any of the controls do. Several times... Sorry, just checking I'm still recording. Yep. Several times Gundor... of streaming, recording, you know, that thing I'm doing. Both. Several times Gundor jumps out of his chair in alarm and fixes your mistakes. Are you purposely trying to get us killed? He yells. You feel uneasy. The world around you wobbles like air over hot sand. As Gundor wrestles with a throttle that says normalize transplanar momentum, you're thrown against the wall and momentarily black out. You wake again in a heartbeat later as the Colossus reaches forward and rips the air before it crashes forward through the rift, landing with a sudden jolt. Each player chooses a skill or trait from your hand, deck, or discards all spent space and return it to its deck. Okay, so I've got to lose a skill or a trait. Okay, so let's get out my skills and traits. I guess no, hang on. Okay, I'm just going to get them all out. These are my traits, these are my skills. And these, the game's about to end, so I can mix these up now. Yep. Alright, and which one of these do I never use? Return 3 dice in the pool, add an equal number of randomized. I almost never use that. Speculate. Roll a dice and return stamina from one player's fatigue box to the supply, equal to the result. It is good, but I almost never use it anyway, so I'll throw that out. Where are the skills? Alright, that goes back to the skill deck, which is over here somewhere, there. Alright, and where were we? 19. Turn to the end. That's it. Alright. I'll put this away first. What do you want for it to? Alright, and that's discovery, yeah. Alright. You arrive and just making sure I didn't mess the thing up too much. Go. You arrive on the other side of the rift, and the interior of the Colossus's bridge is bathed in red sunlight. The Colossus wades in an endless grey ocean which is interrupted by a gigantic cluster of purple stone archways nearby. Moving towards the structure, the Colossus sinks deeper into the ocean, into the sea, with a massive shuddering step. By the time you approach the land, the water is up to its neck and your vision is obscured by steam. You smell burning metal from the passageways below. Glass shatters as you collide with land. You fall forward and roll out through a break in the Colossus's face. You crawl to high ground and watch from safety as the Grey Folk emerge from the sea, while the creatures of this strange world destroy your only way home. Take a moment to reflect. Okay, return those. Okay, I have Dangerous. Real title card 83. Oh. Title card 83. Oh, that's rare. I wonder it's... I was wondering why I was getting into expansion stuff. Oh, that's rare as well. What the hell? Where are the titles? Oh, these are the titles. Yes, okay. Yes, here we go. Title 83, right? Yes. Hostile life form. Great. So. Alright. The Clinox currently assess you as a threat. They are unlikely to welcome you into their spaces and will probably treat you as an active enemy if they meet you. Well, that's not great. I was doing well with them. I was friendly with them. Alright, so that just gets added to my titles, and then we read out all the stuff based on how well I did. Alright, which titles did you earn? Okay, did I get Starlight Ascension? Sure I didn't. Nope. Did I get Construct's Duty? I don't think I did. No. Wandering Constructs? Don't think so. No. Known to Kylock. Hostile life form I got. The rubber body, crystal faced creatures you encountered in the Colossus were hostile and strange. Remember their powerful magic and wonder about its source. Perhaps if you encounter them again, you might learn their secrets. And I'm sure I will. I have keyword Gundor, so we're going to end 2. Okay. Gundor wakes you from your reflections with a shout of surprise. Gimlix and... I was Tarek earlier, not Taran. Gimlix and Tarek Nolan who's this Tarek guy? Emerge from the wreckage of the Colossus. Spar briefly and then make their separate ways into the Arch Cluster. They're looking for the Immortal Knight too, says Gundor. Besides the king, he will make trouble for us in the battle ahead. The Starlit Door finds him first. There'll be no telling what he might do. But if we can find him first, we can end his life and secure a Dragul victory in the battle ahead. That's not what I want. I was trying to get the king's favour to go well. Gundor pats your shoulder on the head Gundor pats the shoulder and heads up the archway. I think we should search separately, he says. We have a better chance of finding him that way. Soon you are alone on the shores of the strange world. You kneel with courage. It is time to find the Immortal Knight and prepare for the Battle of Brizalwal. Okay, and then it's all the pack-down stuff. So I'll do them in order. Erase all the keywords. They're only relevant for this adventure. Alright, turn all stamina cubes to the rest. Or the rest track to the supply. Turn all map cards and item cards to discovery. Discovery deck. Discovery deck. 2, 3, 4. 15. 52. 75. And 82. Like that, and then turn all cards in the active space to the party journal deck. Wait. The active space. What's the active space? Oh, those are items. Those are active. There weren't any. Alright, Turn any cards left over from the market to the deck that was in the market. Journal bonus play tokens to the party journal. Mark the box in the campaign that corresponds to what you just did. So 9, we just did. Return all stamina cubes in your fatigue. Turn all stamina cubes in your fatigue box to supply. Turn all cards in your spent pile to your hand. I've done that. I can now advance my character and then clean up. That's a little weird the way they did that, but whatever. So that can go away. These 2 cards that I've used can go back to my hand. Alright, so now I'm doing the upgrading stuff, so I will move that out of the way. Bring this up a bit. Alright, so I'm gonna... Where's the eraser gone? There. So I'm up to this. Just erasing where I was. I'm up to that now. And up to that now. So that keeps track of that for the next game. Where do these go? Oh, they go there. Yeah. All right. What else? I don't need these anymore. I don't really need those, but I'll keep them. I don't need those anymore. Right, so I can upgrade my character. I don't know if you heard that. I can upgrade my character. So let's come over here to this. Okay. Dropped a bunch of stuff. Alright, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 experience. And with that, I can increase my health for 2 experience each. I can increase the party dice, combat dice limit, increase that by the current limit plus 5 for 13. So I don't have enough of that. I can increase the bonus play limit for currently 2 for 7, 2 plus 5, 7. That might be worth doing because I did use that this time. Or I can increase mastery and get more skills. So I might do that first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lets me make that a 3. I'm running upside down, this isn't going to go well. That's pretty good for upside down. And then I've got 5 experience left. Right, which will cost me a 4 to boost something up by another skill level. Okay. Do I want to do that? Or I think I use a lot of dexterity in this game, which doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to use them in the future. What's the name? Music. What happened to the music? That doesn't mean I'm going to use it. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Wait, where are we with the music? What's going on? Have we reached the end? Can't reach the end, can we? Alright, let's go back to the top. Alright, anyway. 5. I could keep the 5. I mean, I don't have to spend it. Because that'll give me units for resting during a game. But I feel like maybe I should boost something up, but I don't know what. I could just randomly choose. I'll boost dexterity. I feel like that's what I need. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like that's what I needed more of. So let's do that. 4. And, so 4. So we get more access to black dice in the next one. Alright, and then bust that out, and I've got 1 left over. And then buying stuff with all this gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10. Where'd that go? I'll be back. Alright, 10. So I don't think I need that anymore. I'll bring it back up if I do. So you get 1 card of every deck to look at that I can potentially buy. I'll put it down the bottom. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit bigger because of the angle of the camera. Alright, so 1. Although now, far away and I can't read it. 2. That's a weapon, a trait, a skill. I feel like that's good, because I don't know that I've got anything for purples. That was a skill. This is a scroll. And armor. I don't remember. Are you supposed to put a familiar out? I don't know. Let's double check that one, because I'm not sure. It's an expansion for role player. It's not really an expansion for this. But it's something you don't necessarily have. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, prepare the market. No, you don't. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this costs 5 gold. This costs 7, but -2 if I'm a human, but I'm not. This is 8 minus my intelligence, which is 3. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah. I should have had this out when I was upgrading, so I could have known that that was there. And increased my intelligence instead of my dexterity, which would have made that a bit cheaper. That's 5, that's 7. And I've got, what, 10 to spend. I just want to see what this does. Decrease black or purple by 1 or 2. That's actually good. I got no way to influence black, the number of blacks in my card deck currently. So I think I'm probably going to buy that. That is turns a purple into any color. This can let you flip a blue or a green. This brings a new dice out, which is a 2. You don't know what color it's going to be. And this runic bracelet lets you reroll a red or increase or decrease red by 1. And it's runic, so if you had another runic armor, you could then use that. And the runics are special, so they won't all be the same color like the other ones. Okay. I'm gonna try. Probably been enough time. I'm gonna count that as a win. Let's see if that worked. Actually, before I do, I just wanna wasting time here. But I just want to see, have I got win? I want that one. Edit. What happens when I do that? It should play a sound, yeah. Oh, that's why. It sounds way down. There we go. I don't know. Oh, what's that? It just opened iTunes. I did tell it to. I just didn't realize I told it to. Oh, now what's my password for iTunes? I'm not trying to do anything. Alright, forget that. Get that. Save that, save that. Back to OBS. Alright, let's click this and see if it happens. Chat thing worked. There it is. Can't hear it, but everything else worked. Alright. Anyway, yeah, so I want to buy that, definitely, I think. Because I was having trouble with black in that game. Get all the back, right. And I do have that, dual dagger. Now I had trouble getting things to be black, wasn't it? Wasn't so much about adjusting. No, not really, actually. I've got a card to make green anything. I've got a card to make white anything. I've got a card to make blue anything. I can make that purple anything. So maybe I don't need that so much, but I feel like I do. Can I adjust black? I got the dual dagger that lets me adjust blacks, but I don't have anything else really. I do have a reroll there. I can flip blacks, but that's no good if I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The heavy crossbow, and then I got 5 left over, and I'd kind of like to spend it because it is possible that you can lose it all. If I had $7, well, I've only got $5, right? So I can't afford that. I can't afford that. I can't afford that. So let's put these back into their decks. Alright, and what's this do? Brings out a new dice. Restore. Brings out a new dice as a number 2. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's a scroll. I've only got that out. What are these cards doing? Alright, that's a scroll. There, put that with the rest of my scrolls. So I have spent that. Which brings this down to 0. And then that's it. I'm ready to go for the next game. So, let's look at the next map. I'm not going to obviously play it right now. But let's look at what the next map looks like. Ooh, okay. So we start down here. I do vaguely remember this. Couldn't tell you what happens, but I do kind of remember it. Alright, so that is it. That was, I'm gonna get the box out again. That was, Role Player Adventures, which, hang on, is in the same world as Cartographers, but that's not what I was going to show you. For that there, that's what we see. Boom, boom, boom. It is a sequel to Role Player, which I will play at some point on stream. So I think it's a good game. It's worth showing off. Alright, I feel like there was something I wanted to say about this game when I got to the end, but now I've forgotten what it was. I don't know. So, I guess that's it. Oh, that's part of my hand. So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. I will... Someone came on earlier, so I will raid them if possible. No, that's not how you raid. How do you raid? Nope. There we go. Why is that? That's a delay. Okay. Anyway, raid 50 Point Gaming, who is doing another crossword, I think. Yep, he's doing the crossword like he usually does. So let's read him. Alright, I think it's done. Alright, bye.